Welcome, chosen one, to Oculus of the Wise. Before you do anything else, before you move, before you look away, hear this. You did not land on this video by accident. Your spirit was led here. Your steps were ordered here. Your attention was pulled here by a hand you cannot see. And the words you are about to hear were written tonight for one specific person. That person is you. Stop. Do not scroll. Do not switch tabs. Do not look away. What you are about to hear was supposed to reach you weeks ago, but something kept blocking it. Something kept distracting you. Something kept pulling you into busyness every single time heaven tried to speak. Tonight the block is broken. Tonight the message has caught up to you, and the fact that you are still here, still breathing slowly, still feeling that quiet pull in the center of your chest, means the delay is finally over. Put your hand on your heart for 1 second. Feel that steady rhythm you are feeling right now is not just a heartbeat. That is a body that is still here, still chosen, still carrying a purpose that heaven has not given up on. No matter what happened last week, no matter what was said to you, no matter what you believed about yourself on the worst day of this year, you are still here, and you are still chosen. Say it out loud if you can. I am still here. I am still chosen. Those words are an agreement, and agreement is where miracles begin. Now, listen closely, chosen one, because the enemy does not want you to hear this next part. He has been fighting for weeks to keep it from reaching you, and the fact that you are still on this page is the first proof that he has already lost. There have been moments lately that no one around you knows about. The 3 a.m. wake-ups when your eyes snapped open for no reason, and your chest felt tight, and you could not fall back asleep, no matter how tired you were. The silent drives home when you turned the radio all the way down, just to hear yourself think. The moments when you were standing in the kitchen or the parking lot or the bathroom at work, and a wave of something came over you out of nowhere, and you had to pretend nothing was happening. The nights when you almost sent a message you would have regretted. The mornings when you looked in the mirror and did not fully recognize the tired person looking back at you. The conversations you rehearsed alone in your car that you never actually had with the person you needed to have them with. You have been carrying all of this in silence because you did not want to be a burden to anyone. You have been smiling on the outside while something quieter was breaking on the inside. You have been showing up, doing the right things, taking care of the people who depend on you, answering "I am fine" to questions you were not even sure you wanted to answer honestly. And in the middle of all of it, a question started forming in your chest. A question you have not said out loud, but one that has been haunting you in the quiet moments. God, am I doing something wrong? God, did I miss my moment? God, do you still see me down here tonight? Heaven is answering, my child, I have seen every day. I have seen every tear you wiped away before anyone else could notice. I have seen every prayer you whispered without even realizing you were praying. I have seen the moments you gave up on asking for certain things because you were tired of hoping. And what looked like silence from my side was never silence. It was preparation. What felt like absence was positioning. What you interpreted as rejection was my hand quietly clearing the path in front of you. Hear this clearly, chosen one. Everything you have been feeling had nothing to do with weakness, nothing to do with failure, nothing to do with some secret broken thing inside you. You were not falling apart. You were being rebuilt. There is a difference between collapsing and being reconstructed, and the enemy has been working overtime to make sure you never learn that difference. You have been under divine construction. God has been rearranging pieces of your life in the unseen. He has been closing doors quietly. He has been cutting cords you did not know were wrapped around your ankles. He has been pulling you away from people who were draining your purpose in ways even they did not understand. He has been pruning what cannot survive the next season, because what is coming is too heavy to carry with extra weight attached, and the enemy watched it all. He saw what was being built, and he panicked, because he knows exactly what a chosen one looks like when they finally step into their assignment. So he came at you from every direction. He tried to exhaust you before you could wake up. He tried to isolate you so no one could speak life over you. He tried to drown your thoughts in worry so that the still, small voice of heaven would be harder to hear. He tried to convince you that the pressure was your fault, that the silence was abandonment, that the waiting was a rejection letter from God. But he miscalculated, because you are here right now, reading words that were written for you. And that single fact, that you showed up tonight on this exact video, on this exact day, means that heaven has already won the first battle of this season on your behalf. Now listen carefully, because there is a warning buried in this message that was supposed to reach you weeks ago. Do not go back to what was removed from you. I am going to say it a second time, because this is the part the enemy fought hardest to bury. Do not go back to what God removed. Do not reopen the door he closed. Do not reach for the old numbing, the old comfort, the old voice, the old face, the old habit that used to fill the quiet, because what looked like loss was rescue. What felt like rejection was redirection. What seemed like the worst thing that ever happened to you was the exact thing God used to save your future from a storm you did not even see coming. And be honest with yourself right now. You have been tempted. You have held the phone in your hand longer than you want to admit. You have rehearsed the message in your head. You have thought about driving past that place one more time. You have thought about trading long-term peace for one more night of short-term relief. You have thought about saying yes to something your spirit already told you to say no to. And God is speaking to you directly tonight. My child, I did not pull you out of that fire just so you could walk back into it because you were lonely on a Tuesday. The loneliness you are feeling is not abandonment. It is separation, and separation is part of the preparation. What I am building for you cannot fit inside a life that is still tangled in what I already took away. If this warning is landing in your spirit right now, type the number 444 in the comments below as an act of agreement. 44. 4 is the number of divine protection, and every chosen one who leaves it tonight is sealing this warning into their life. Heaven is watching the ones who respond. Your small act of obedience in this exact moment matters more than you know. Now hear what God is speaking over your next season. What the enemy delayed, I am now accelerating. What was stolen from you, I am returning with interest. What was broken in you, I am restoring better than the original. What was mocked about you, I am turning into the very thing that opens doors. What was whispered about you behind closed doors will soon be declared about you in open rooms. What you lost, I will replace. What you were denied, I will deliver. What you gave up asking for, I am already wrapping and preparing to hand to you when the timing is exact. The seeds you planted in silence are about to become a harvest you will not be able to contain. The kindness you gave away when no one said thank you is being remembered. The forgiveness you offered when no one deserved it is being rewarded. The patience you held when every part of you wanted to snap is being honored. The prayers you whispered at 3 in the morning when you had no words left are being answered one by one in the exact order they were offered. Nothing you have done in faith has been wasted. Nothing you have given in love has been lost. Nothing you have endured in silence has gone unnoticed. Say that out loud with me right now. Nothing I have done in faith has been wasted. Say it a second time. Nothing I have done in faith has been wasted. Your mouth agreeing with heaven is one of the most powerful weapons you have in this season, and the enemy has been trying to keep it shut for months. If you are still here, chosen one, I need you to do one small thing, because this message is not just a video. It is a mission, and the mission needs you. Drop a single word in the comments. Amen. That one word is an agreement, a signature, a yes spoken into the atmosphere. And if this message has touched something deep inside you tonight, give this video a like so Oculus of the Wise can carry it to the next chosen one whose life depends on hearing these exact words. You are not just watching right now, you are part of a chain. Every person who stays, every person who comments, every person who subscribes becomes part of how heaven reaches the next heart that is one message away from giving up. Do not underestimate this. Somebody, somewhere right now, is sitting in the dark whispering the same prayer you whispered 6 months ago. The reason they will receive their breakthrough is because you stayed long enough to be part of the chain that carried this light to them. Walking away halfway through is not just about you. It is about the next person who needs what you already have. The chosen ones who stay are the ones who carry others. The chosen ones who drift leave somebody else in the dark. Now notice something. Chosen one, you are not the same person you were 6 months ago. You cannot always see it from inside your own life, but from where heaven is standing, the change is obvious. The things that used to shake you do not shake you the same way anymore. The words that used to cut you do not land as deep. The fear that used to paralyze you in the parking lot before hard conversations now feels smaller next to the faith that has been quietly growing up around it without you even noticing. This change is not accidental. This is formation. This is what happens when God takes the hard things and refuses to let them be wasted. Every tear, every sleepless night, every unanswered prayer, every quiet disappointment, God has been using all of it to build somebody strong enough to carry what is coming next. Because the blessing that is on its way to you is heavy. Not heavy in a bad way, heavy in the way that real things are heavy. Real provision, real restoration, real love that does not leave the moment circumstances get complicated, real purpose that outlasts the seasons, real peace that cannot be talked out of you by anyone. If God had released this blessing to the version of you from a year ago, it would have slipped through your fingers. You would have held it wrong. You would have given it to the wrong people. You would have mistaken it for something small and accidental. So God slowed it down, not to punish you, to prepare the hands that would hold it. And those hands, chosen one, are finally ready. Over the next 7 days, pay very close attention. Things are going to start shifting in ways you did not expect. A name you had not thought about in years is going to surface in a conversation. A door that has been closed for so long you stopped knocking is going to crack open when you are not even looking at it. A piece of good news is going to arrive from a direction you did not see coming. A person you had written off as gone is going to reach out to you. A small financial surprise, a resolved situation, a quiet word of favor spoken in a room you were not even in. These are the breadcrumbs God is going to drop along your path in the next week, and they are not coincidences. They are the evidence that the shift that started tonight is real and moving. Pay attention to them, write them down when they happen, and when the confirmations come, do not brush them off as luck. Luck is what people call it when they refuse to acknowledge the hand of God, but you know better. You have always known better. That is part of why you were chosen. If you believe what is being spoken over you right now, type the number 777 in the comments below as a declaration of faith. 777. 7 is the number of completion and divine fulfillment, and tonight it becomes a marker in the unseen for every chosen one who agrees out loud. And if Oculus of the Wise has ever reached you at the exact moment you needed it, subscribe to this channel right now and turn on the bell so you never miss a message. The next word that comes through this channel may be the next piece of your breakthrough, and the chosen ones who stay connected are the ones who keep receiving at exactly the right time. The ones who drift away miss the word that was written specifically for them. Chosen one, we are almost at the end, and I need you to hear this last part with your whole heart. You have been quietly asking God for a sign. You have been second-guessing decisions you already made. You have been wondering if you are on the right path, even while everyone around you thinks you have it all figured out. Let tonight be the answer. Let this message be the confirmation you were praying for last Sunday when no one else was listening, and you were not even sure anyone upstairs was either. You are on the right path. You are being guided. You are being protected in ways you will only understand years from now, when you look back at this exact season and suddenly see how many quiet disasters you walked right past without ever knowing they were there. God has been saving your life in ways you do not even have words for yet, and He is not going to stop now. Not this close to the breakthrough. Before I release you, take one more moment and do 3 things, because the Spirit honors action, and faith that never moves is faith that stays small. First, like this video as an act of agreement with what God has spoken over you tonight. It takes 1 second, but in the unseen realm, it is a yes, and yeses matter more than you realize. Second, drop a comment telling heaven exactly what you are trusting God for in the next 7 days. Be specific. 1 sentence is enough. Your faith written down carries weight that your thoughts alone cannot carry. Third, if you are not already subscribed to Oculus of the Wise, subscribe right now and turn on the bell. You have come too far in this message to walk away from the chain halfway through. The next chosen one who gets delivered by this light may be delivered because you chose to stay tonight. And now, receive this final blessing with your whole heart open. May the heaviness you walked in with tonight lift off your shoulders before this video even ends. May the confusion you brought into this moment be replaced with clarity before the sun rises tomorrow morning. May every door God wants open for you swing wide open this week. May every door God wants closed stay closed forever. May peace find you in the places you gave up asking for it. May favor find you in rooms you did not even know you were being invited into. May protection walk ahead of you, behind you, and on every side of you and the people you love. May your children be shielded from things you cannot see. May your finances be stabilized in ways you cannot explain. May your body be strengthened in places that have been tired too long. May your mind be quieted at night so you can finally rest the way your body has been begging to. May your heart be healed of the things you stopped praying about because you thought they were too broken to ask for. May the relationships that are meant for you find you, and may the ones that never were quietly fall away without a fight. May the version of you that has been waiting underneath the exhaustion finally come to the surface, and may you never again forget that you are seen, that you are loved, that you are chosen for something specific that only you can carry into this world. You are not alone. You are never alone. You are not forgotten. You are never forgotten. Heaven knows your name, and tonight heaven spoke it out loud in a message that was written for no one but you. Walk forward. Chosen one, your season has already shifted. I will see you in the very next message.